Hello, thank you for joining me for another video. I'm back in Automobilista 2 and I fancy driving Bathurst for a change. And of course, there's no better suited car for Bathurst than the Super V8. Well, at least that's what all of the proper people who can drive properly say. For idiots like me, however, this is probably going to be carnage, so stay tuned. Okie doke, I am here upon the grid and the gods of random grid position have given me spot 11, so let's see how far down the field I can end up. Is it? Because I'm not going to be up here anyway. And there goes the lights. Should have really just not stamped on the throttle and it used a bit of finesse there to get off the line a bit easier. Turn 1, a complete shit show as usual. How come these guys are much faster than me? What's going on? It's just complete carnage. I have got damage turned on, so it's completely possible for me to destroy my car here, so I should probably at least try to preserve it. But Bathurst is a bit of a mad track, and these AI are also a bit mental, and I suspect it's because they're the same AI that's in Project Cars 2. Nice biff there from the car up to my right. Trying to use the brakes a little bit just to keep the front end of the car in check as I take these corners here. The other problem I'm finding is because I'm using the sequential shifter, I'm having to take a hand off the wheel, and the force feedback's pretty strong here. AMS2 has got fantastic FFB. Oh dear, sorry. I was hoping to slide at the side of him then, but ended up sandwiching him into the wall instead. He's still there though. He's hanging on. I could of course use my paddles, but that's just no fun. AI a bit tardy through this here chicaney bit. Here we go. Too much brakes and that happens, but it did actually get my car pointed in an advantageous position. Using the throttle to try and correct that oversteer. This is not efficient driving, this is overdriving the car way too much to be fast at least. These V8s have got tremendous amounts of torque. You can really snap the rear end away extremely easily. I usually like to drive with no HUD on, but because AMS2 won't actually tell me when the race ends, I've got a minimal HUD applied, and of course the lap time or the sector deltas are coming up as well, which I don't really care about, not in this game anyway. Help to have a little bit of revs at my disposal, wouldn't it? I'm just making a complete mess of this. little bit weird actually here in VR because this is a right-hand drive car with the gear stick over on the left, and as I'm a Brit, I have the exact same format in my real car. But my physical gear stick is on my left. It's just a bit of a woo in the old brain, you know. So, lap number 3. And the pack is spread out a little bit. It's getting a touch more sensible. See if we can force my way up. Nope. I was going to try and squeeze up the inside there. There's not a lot of opportunities for overtake on Bathurst. And these walls are very scary when you come up alongside them in VR. Right, let's try and... Nice. Forgetting about this plunge down the other side of the mountain here. Gotta be really careful with the accelerator and the brakes as well on these undulating parts because they can easily send you around. It's extremely physical. Ah, shit. Yeah, brakes a little earlier than I was expecting then. Just got away with that. So a bit of a knee-jerk reaction, stamped on the brakes, the front of the car dived down and the rear end came around. But despite that, I made it a place. Awful piece of driving, but the means justified the end, kind of. Ah, shit. That was, again, locks the front brakes up. The AI seem to have the ability to brake extremely late without locking their tyres. Hoping I haven't damaged the car at all, because that was a fairly big hit on the front corner then, which is usually results in suspension damage. A bit slower through that sector. This is why I don't like having the sector deltas on, because it tells me how badly I'm doing. have gone through there a little bit better, but I think I'm sort of aiming now to just hang on to this place because I'm one up on where I started from. As this should be the last lap. I don't quite know what I was hoping to achieve with that outside line. It's looking for an opening. This isn't me jiggling the steering around. This is the steering jiggling me around. It's fucking... No, I haven't got the... I can't do that on the inside. That would be crazy. It's such a descent here as well. I mean, you might not be able to really appreciate it on the screen that you're watching, but here in VR, it's steep. It's quite a steep incline. Someone smoked. Somebody locked up ahead. I mean, I probably could have made up a place or two by not braking so early back there. And over the line we go. So I've turned off the automatic cooldown. Or sorry, the manual cooldown lap and left it on auto because otherwise I have no idea when the race ends because for some reason it doesn't come up with a checker flag. I don't know why. I don't seem to be able to find a setting to turn that on. But not to worry, that was a bunch of fun. I came in 10th, which I think is one up from where I started, so I'm going to call that a victory. If you got this far into the video, congratulations, and thank you very much for watching. And if you want more mediocre driving, then stay tuned to my channel and I'll bring you some soon. Goodbye now.